Hey everyone, I have no idea what this is. I got a giant box over there that's got a whole bunch of flakes like this, and it also has smaller flakes, you know, things like this, but I got quite a bit of that stuff over there. And there's some flakes in there too. I don't have any sitting here, but hold on. Anyways, there's some flakes and stuff, but I just picked some of these random pieces up here, and I just seen this piece. I don't have any idea what it even is. But if anyone knows what it is, let me know, because I got no idea. Something I picked up somewhere. That's some Cortex-y stuff. Not all these flakes that are in that bucket's gonna be great, but it's a pretty big selection of different materials. Just, you know, small spalls and flakes that from all the stuff I've been working on. But I'm gonna have some boxes, some small flat rate boxes. Probably, I don't know, $25 shipped, something like that. And it'll be full of this kind of stuff, as full as I can get it, which is, I don't know, about 4 pounds or so in those little boxes. But there'll be a lot of arrowheads in it. I just shot a video where I just blew up a big Georgetown biface. I just barely tapped, and whatever happened, I had that back end hanging off too far, and it just snapped over. So, out of that big old biface, the only thing I'm ending up with is I got a piece to make another point, and I got this Clovis point I made out of it. So this dude was like this. So yeah, that was a disaster, but anyways, it happens to me a lot. All you can do is smile and keep on going. I've been checking in on the giveaway throughout the day, and we picked up some new subscribers. And that's still Cortex over here, so it's a pretty interesting piece of rock though. I like it, so I started beating on it. So I don't know if I'm gonna try and finish this little point, or if I'm just gonna biface a bunch of those little ones. That was a good hit. So was that one. So was that one. And so was that one. Alright, I'm back. I had to take a little break there. I did accidentally take a few strikes off camera. So this isn't completely solid material right there. So I'm not even sure what this is. In fact, I'm not even a little bit sure. So. Who knows? Something I picked up somewhere. A lot of times people send me rock to try. Or give you a rock at a nap in, or I could have bought this at a nap in. I don't really know. One of you watching though probably knows exactly what this is. If you do, tell me in the comments. There's a few guys in the napping world that's I would say are rock experts, but I'm not really one of them. Did a lot of rock hounding when I was young, when I was a kid. My dad was really into it. But get busy with life and work and all that kind of stuff, and some of that stuff kind of just goes away. And now I'm trying to bring it back, along with artifact hunting. I really want to start getting into artifact hunting. I don't know if there's much left out there to be found. To be honest, a lot of the artifacts that I see on the sites and stuff, I look at them, especially with a little bit of flintknapping knowledge, and I'm not sure they aren't newer than the, let's say, the 40s. 40s or 50s, somewhere in there. Or yesterday. I know people are still out there finding them. I just question some of them. Man, I've seen them try to get passed off where you're on the flintknapping sites. You're on the flintknapping sites and someone will come along and start supplying a new kind of rock, and next thing you know, people are trying to pass off, look what I found in this creek, and it's that same rock that just wasn't being really sold before, or hadn't been sold in a long time, and someone just starts up with it. Next thing you know, someone's trying to pass it off as a creek find. And you know exactly what material it is because you're holding on to a piece of it. One of them was this stuff right here. I thought, what is this guy trying to pull? Jeff just started selling that stuff. It's right after Jeff Head started selling that Georgia Coastal. And someone was trying to pawn off a point as being found in the creek. It was a beautiful point, just not an artifact. So if that guy's watching this, nice work. Look, we're trying to pawn it off as artifacts. Maybe he was fooling around, I don't know. I don't remember what the deal was, and I never went back to look at it, so who knows. Some of these artifact guys that absolutely hate modern nappers. I mean, absolutely hate us. They'd be served well by learning something about napping, I think, but because they're not really very knowledgeable about how they're made. They got no practical knowledge, and it shows. Some of them do, but each to their own. It's my motto. Just trying to have fun. And picking on the artifact guys is kind of fun. Not really. But they do their fair share of picking on the napping guys, so fair play, I guess. So I made the second attempt with the microphones, and it uses more of my camera battery when I got the microphones on, I noticed. But I can't use the microphones with the phone plugged into the charger. So I just filmed that one, so I'm filming this one without it. I think I'm fixing to throw a simple notch on this thing, pressure flake the edge a little bit, and yeah, I don't even think I'm going to fix anything else on this. I think I'm just going to pressure flake it, and but I have a bunch of these little flakes and spalls and things. Now some of them are just flakes. There's probably nothing that clunky in there, but I don't have one sitting here to show you. But that was kind of curved, but it flakes kind of this size, but I don't throw anything in the boxes that curved. You could get a little point right here, but yeah, it ain't really worth messing with. I try not to put anything in those boxes that that I don't think I could fumble my way through a point with. If anyone wants a box of that, let me know. Just send me an email through here or get a hold of me on Facebook or however. There's probably going to be some Georgetown in there. I can't guarantee any one thing, but Georgetown, Orange-Stone, Mookite, Novaculite, root beer, a few other jaspers, coral, just the normal stuff. There may be a few pieces of obsidian in there, but probably not much because I haven't napped much obsidian here in a long time, so there's probably none of that in there. I do have obsidian. I don't have a bunch. I need to pick some more up, but I like napping obsidian. I got nothing against obsidian. In fact, it's probably one of my favorite stones overall. And I've said before, that's probably because all the I grew up out west and there's a lot of obsidian out west, so just always liked it. I can't pressure flake on this thing too much, there won't be anything left. I'm just trying to clean it up a little bit. That's the thing with these flakes, you can't get carried away with pressure flaking. You'll pressure flake everything away. And I tend to do that anyway, so I fight so much with symmetry. But I'm not going to fight with symmetry on this one. I hope. It's a little off, we're just going to let it be off. It ain't going to be far off, but there's a little off. That's pretty close. So the best thing to do with this little piece, I think, is just make a pendant out of it. Just throw some small notches in it and hope the notching goes well, because it's a little bit fat, you know, down there. Not super fat, but it's as thin as any of my artifacts. Let's make them a little. Sometimes I like to make little bitty turkey tails too. Those are pretty cool. I might make one of those on film. They're fun to make, and they look cool. Just make them out of these little flakes. Yeah, it's a little thick. I don't even know where that pushed out of. Off right there, I guess. So it didn't really help me any. Yeah, we don't need deep notches on this. It's just enough to hook the wire on, you know. That's close enough. Close enough for a pendant. So it's kind of cortexy there, so that's kind of soft over there, but we still managed to pick those off. You don't really need to on a pendant. If one side's not perfect, it doesn't really matter, because that side don't present, so, or at least in my mind, it don't matter. So if it matters to you, then go ahead and fix it, I guess. Yeah. We'll call it good there. Just a little pendant. How many minutes are we in here? 25 minutes. Let's make a biface. This is another piece out of that bucket. Some Georgia Coastal. And I busted that one in half. Doggone it. That's gonna happen, I guess. Or we can still get a little biface for a little bitty point. I don't know if I can get anything out of this before it disappears or not. Breaking it in half hurt it quite a bit. I don't have a lot of room for turning edges. Yeah, there's nothing left to it, but wasn't big enough to turn an edge, so you could probably still get something out of it, but I don't really want to mess with it. I don't even know. That's a piece of dacite or something. And not a very good piece. I don't even know where this came from. I'm gonna grab this out of the trash bucket. This could have accidentally went through the heat treat. I did heat treat pretty much everything in that box just to make sure everything was heat treated, and this might have been in there with it. So don't heat treat your dacite. Probably break it with this one. Come on. Crazy thing. I don't even know why I mess with this. I'm just fooling around. You guys are probably not wanting to watch me fool around, probably wanting to watch me make something, but more of a challenge to see if I can if I can do anything with it. Maybe we will make something out of it. Let's see if there's enough. It's still pretty thick. Sorry about that. That was my wife pulling up. Dogs act like they've never seen her before, I guess. I really need the edge turned, but there's not enough of it there to turn it, so it might just have to be fat, really fat. It won't matter for what I'm doing anyways. Won't make any difference. I mean, it'd be better if it wasn't, obviously, but at least what I think I'm doing. I may have lost too much width to even think about pulling this off, so but when you don't have width and you don't have length, let me show you guys a very good example of what's in that box today. It's alright. Listen, they can't all be winners. No, seriously though, if you guys ever get rock from me and you got a problem with it, just let me know. I'm pretty easy to get along with. I mean, if you don't come at me acting like a Karen or a Ken, then we're probably going to get along just fine. Isn't that the male version of Karen, a Ken? I think that's what so once I asked someone, I said, well, what's the male version of a Karen? Because I had listen, if you're a woman and your name is Karen, I don't mean no offense. You know what I'm really talking about. Anyways, I'm gonna have to re-tap that one or something, or I put the super glue in it, or the super glue, the epoxy in it, because it's having a problem. I thought I was gonna get away without doing it on that, but apparently I'm not. Once you put the epoxy in there, then and re-drill it and tap it and all that stuff, then that holds really well. Anyways, we were talking about the mini turkey tail, so that's what we're going to make here. Is a mini turkey tail. It may be too thick to even get notched, I don't know, but we could just get a couple little notches in it, then that'd be good. And I could use a grinded stone that's got a flat surface on it. And yeah, I know it's really fat, but I ran out of real estate. Hopefully, I'm probably holding that up where you guys can't even see it. I've been paying no attention to what's happening with that camera. Hopefully this all wasn't for nothing. Even if it was, I enjoyed it. Yeah. If I don't start fighting with it too much and mess it all up right at the end, which is always a possibility with me. So which end's going to be our tail? I'm thinking this end down here. Although that's the pointier end up there. And we'll put it right here. Hopefully. Just want to crunch in some little bitty notches. Nothing spectacular, nothing huge, just some little notches. Well, that's definitely not spectacular. That is high enough. Sorry, I'm getting quiet. I'm trying to concentrate on not breaking my tail off. My tail's a little off, just a little bit. It's not bad. No, that's not bad. It's got a little turkey tail on it. Pick at the edges a little bit with this finer one. And you guys thought I wasn't going to make another point. Needed a flake right there. Both sides are pretty much about the same as far as looks go. It's a fat little turkey tail. Make a little pendant out of that too. Have to grind it so I don't have any sharp spots on it. That'd be a cool little pendant though. I don't have nothing to get. Let's see here. Yeah, I do. Just kind of knock anything that's sharp off. Alright, so what did we make? We made two little pendant points out of the flakes out of the box there. So there's our two little pendant points. I'll pick that off there. But turkey tail, no, whatever that is. Pretty cool. And they'll be cool little pendants, you know, or people hanging from their rear view mirror, or probably not. They usually like a little bigger one for the rear view mirror. I got one in my truck. It's about yay big. some really nasty, it's not a very good point, but it's some killer material that just really wasn't even knappable, but it's so cool looking that I made a really, I mean, it looks like you just found it in a field, you know, like it's made 10,000 years ago. It's pretty cool. I got it hanging in the truck on the mirror. But all right, you know, hit that like and subscribe button. Didn't really have any plan going into this, just shooting a video. So hope you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Keep napping.